What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 88, and today I'll be going to teach one new tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll see how to create graph from multiple JSON files. So in the last tutorial, which was tutorial 87, in that tutorial we have seen how to create graph from single JSON file, but in this tutorial we'll going to make the use case a bit more complex. So here I'll be going to load data from multiple JSON files, and after that we'll be going to create the graph. So definitely there will be one for loop, and inside one for loop will be there, and inside the JSON file also there will be some sort of looping, like mapping iteration through the different map objects. So all these different bits and pieces we already completed or covered in our earlier tutorials. So I'll be going to take reference from all our like earlier tutorial references, and we'll be going to create this use case. Okay, so next thing is this is the these are the three files. So just try to understand, if you are able to do it for 3 files, you'll be able to do the same thing for 10 files, 10 million files, or billion files, or 1000 files. So just to decrease, or I should not increase the video length, I just going to take reference of 3 simple JSON files, and inside the JSON files I'll be going to have some minimal data, maybe 4 or 5 data. Okay, and these are the expected structure. So let me just explain this thing. So this orange color things are the exam, and these are the subject. For example, this exam is going to contain this many subjects. So I'll be going to explain this thing from the JSON file, and the use case is how to create graph from multiple JSON files in Neo4j using Cypher Apoc and Apoc procedure. But the main thing is that in this tutorial I'll be going to write the code directly from Python. I'll be not going to use the Apoc I'll be going to use the Apoc, but I'll be going to use the Neo4j. I'll not be going to use the Neo4j browser. I'll be only going to use the Jupyter notebook, that is our Python IDE. Okay, so these are the prerequisite if someone is watching this video for the first time. So this is actually not recommended to watch this video if you are not familiar with Neo4j. Then you must start from the beginning, or else it will be difficult to understand. But still, if you are if you want to just learn this tutorial or want to do some specific use cases, then you must like enable these two settings from your Neo4j browser in the settings tab. Okay, and we'll write the code here and we'll write the output here. So before I go, let me just open my my Neo4j browser. So match and return in, we'll see if anything is here or not. Okay, so nothing is here. So now I'll be going to show you guys what are the JSON files. So these are the 3 JSON file. It is there in my Neo4j Python underscore use case. So let me open this thing. So I have this to exam, name is 101, 102, and these are the subjects. And I have another JSON called 1010 and 1111, and these are the exams. So same thing I'll be going to have for the simple one. So 105 and 106 probably. Yeah, 105, 106, and this subject. So this is the subject exam node, and these are the subject nodes, and this will be connected. For example, here actually we see that only. So this orange color things are exam node, and these things are subject node. Okay, so now let's write down the query from our code from Python. So first thing first, let me rename this thing to Neo4j underscore tutorial underscore 88, right? Then we'll give tutorial 88, and then we'll write how to create Neo4j graph from multiple JSON files using Apoc, Cypher, and Python, right? Let me just do it this thing. Then let's create some rows or cell. Should be then from Neo4j import graph database. Then our driver is going to be graph database dot driver, and it should be URI is going to like this, then auth is going to like this, then Neo4j, then here Rambo @ 12 1 2 3 4. Okay, and I'll be going to change this URI from here. If you go to your Neo4j, where is my Neo4j? I'm not sure. Okay, here is my Neo4j browser. Just copy paste this URI, which is actually contains the bolt protocol address, then execute this thing. So everything is fine. Then we write session equals to driver dot session. Let's create the session object so that we can run the query successfully. Done. So now I have to read all the JSON file whatever is available inside my directory. So I have to import this to module. Once this is done, I have to find the current working directory. So it should be glob on, it should be os.get current working directory, and after that I need to find how many JSON files are there. So for doing that I have to use glob.glob. Okay, and here I have to write current working directory, then this, then this, then this. Okay, and then star.json. so let's write down this thing. So it is fine, so it means it should return all these three JSON. Something is not coming. Okay, I just keep the wrong this thing, the wrong slash. So I got, I'm using Mac, so it is kind of Linux kind of a slash. So if you are using Windows, you have to give the other slash, but in Mac it is like this. So I got this 3 file. If you see here, now I have to iterate through this thing. So for doing that, first thing first, I have to write the query actually. Okay, so then it should be called apoc.load.json, and inside that I have to write file. Our file also will be coming from the this variable, so I have to give one variable, so that should be written like file. Okay, and then yield value. Okay, and then march, and this is going to be a, then exam, and then name is going to be value dot name. So what will happen, it will create all the exam nodes. So total I'll be going to have every file I'll be actually having 2 exam, so 6 nodes will be created. So first we'll create the exam node, and they will see how to do this thing, and after that we'll be going to create the subject, and then we'll be going to create the relationship. So now I have to iterate through this thing. Okay, so first thing first, for file in files, just because this is a list, I have to iterate through this thing. Then x is a dictionary, so I have to change this thing, like assign some value to this thing. So file is going to be this file, so this variable will be going to have the value of this thing, right? Then session dot run is going to be this q1, and q1 is actually contains one variable. That variable will get the value from this dictionary, so it should be x. Then run this thing, it's fine. So if I execute this thing, I will get 6 exam node. I'm not sure why actually. Okay, what is happening here? Actually everything is created. Let me check. I just execute this thing. Okay, exam value dot name. Okay, why the full thing is coming, I don't know. So everything came actually, that is strange. I actually didn't create that part. If you check here, I didn't create that part. Okay, actually I didn't execute this thing. Actually it is taking my query from my other variable, so maybe I have written some old code over here, so that is why it is taking this thing. So don't worry, I will change this thing. If you see here, I didn't run this thing actually. If you run this thing, it will change. So what I'll do, I'll delete this thing, I'll change. So I'm actually surprised I didn't create this thing. Why it is came actually, detach, delete, and all done. Okay, so let me check if I have anything or not. So nothing is here. So first I have to execute this thing, then I have to execute this thing. Okay, now let's check this thing. See, I have only got the exam nodes. See, these are the exam nodes, right? Total 6. Now I have to create the this thing, the subject and other things. So just for sake of understanding, I will delete everything and I'll do it from the beginning again. Okay, so now next thing is I have to create the exam notes and the corresponding subject note. So for that I have to create I have to get the reference of this node, just because I have to create the relationship and I have to take the reference of this value, and after that I have to unwind this value dot subjects. Value dot subjects is actually list. If you open this thing here, see, subject is actually list and every element should be one subject, so I have to iterate through this list. So that is why I'm gonna use this unwind. Okay, then as subject, then I have to write march and it should be B, and then subject and it should be name equals to the subject. This subject means a single subject and this will be here. Then I have to march like A and B. Okay, so it should be march A like this, and it should be has, and like this, and it should be B. If I run this thing, everything will be created. Okay, so let's execute this thing. So the number got changed, it means it is executed. Then run this thing, so no error, so it means all our things got successfully executed. If you see this thing, see, whatever we are trying to achieve, we got this thing here. Okay, so all subject and everything is here, everything here. Okay, so that's it. I believe you guys understand the concept. So in this way you can actually let me open this thing. So in this way you can actually create multiple you can load multiple JSON files to create graph. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just try to copy paste this code in my GitHub repository and as well as in the PowerPoint slide, so that you guys will get some reference to practice. But I'll highly recommend you guys to do some sort of practice, try to create some use case, try to think about it, and after that try to apply some Cypher and Python coding. And if you're not able to understand, if you're having any doubt or question, and if you want me to create tutorial on your own use cases, please feel free to write me. I'll try to adjust everything in the tutorial, but try to do something, or else if you're just watching my videos not doing any practice, you will eventually forget after some time. Okay, so that's it guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.